Right, so I'm going to continue on in Ruth chapter 3 from the other video. Ruth chapter 3, verse 1. Then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, that it may be well with thee? Right, right. So, verse 2. And now, is not Boaz of our kindred, with whose maidens thou wast? Behold, he winnoweth barley tonight in the threshing floor. Winnoweth. He's basically gonna beat it with wings. Wait, I got it. All right, had to go to the toilet. Now, as I said, basically is beating the barley and here this doing it. Pardon. Right, barley tonight in the threshing floor, and this is the threshing floor. The floor here. Right. Verse 3. Wash thyself therefore, and anoint thee, and put thy raiment upon thee, and get thee down to the floor. But make not thyself known unto the man, until he shall have done eating and drinking. And it shall be, when he lieth down, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie, and thou shalt go in and uncover his feet, take his slippers off from his feet. She's giving her game. She's telling her like, hey, don't let him know. Okay, so when he lay down, after you feel his belly, when he lay down, take off his feet. You know, it's called massaging or something, you know? But it doesn't say massaging, just make him comfortable. And lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do. And she said unto her, all that thou sayest unto me, I will do. And she went down onto the floor, and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her. Right, verse 7. Now it says here, and when Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was merry, he drank some wine, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn. And she came softly and uncovered. It's sneaky. Yo, these women are sneaky, man. They coming with a plan. But she's good though. And she came softly, twink, 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 and uncovered his feet, and laid her down. And it came to pass at midnight that the man was afraid and turned himself, and behold, a woman lay at his feet. Crazy, yeah. And he said, who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Because she covered herself. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. So she was basically telling them like, yeah, basically let me lay here with you because you're family. And how is he family? Well, if you read the book of Numbers chapter 25, it says here, Deuteronomy chapter 25 verse 5, if brethren dwell together, and one of them die, and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. So no other stranger shall be married unto her. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to wife, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel. And how would that be? Well, your brother comes from the same father, so it's the same bloodline of your brother that's gone, passed away, dead. So it's the same thing, right? And I just said something in my head. I lost that shit. Sorry. Well, Judah, his son, didn't want to do that, so the Lord killed him. He didn't want to make son unto his brother. Genesis chapter 38, verse 7. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord. He probably was worshiping the gods of his mother. So the Lord killed him. And the Lord slew him. That's the same idea that I get with the sons of the sons that the husband of Naomi and her two sons, right? And Judah said unto Onan, Go into thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother, which is the law. I just read it in Deuteronomy 25. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilt it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. You can't. This is the law. You're supposed to perform the duty of a husband's brother unto her. You're ordered to give her seed, or else die. Come join your brother then, sucker. Okay, right. So that part. And then I had another one. Let me see. Brother dwell together. One of them be dead, have no child. Oh yeah, the book of Deuteronomy. No, sorry. Numbers chapter 27 and Numbers chapter 36. It shows you. Yeah, but that's actually when you have no sons, only daughters. Okay, cool. I had something in my head, man. I lost it. Marry a stranger. Oh yeah, I got it. It's in the book of. Where is it again? Tobit. It's in the book of Tobit. Here. Tobit, yeah. What was it again? I think it was Tobit 3. Shit. Guilty. Oh yeah, here. Okay, now it says here, Tobit chapter 6. Tobit chapter 6. I could read it there, but it's not as... Tobit chapter 6 and... Let me see, 12. 10. The angel said to the young man, Brother, today we shall lodge with Raguel, whom is thy cousin. He also had only he also had one only daughter named Sarah. I will speak for her, that she may be given thee for a wife. So your cousin, right? For to thee doth the right of her appertain. Of the right according to what? According to the law of the Lord. Your cousin is not allowed. If she is your uncle's only son. Sorry. If your cousin, your female cousin, her father, if she is her father's only son, which that father of yours is blood relative, then she is actually not allowed to marry any of the men in the region that she is, if those people are not the family, right? Then she belongs to you. You're supposed to make children with her according to the law of Moses, which is the law of the Lord. Seeing thou only art her kindred, you're her family member, she belongs to you by right. And the maid is fair and wise. That doesn't mean light skinned, it means beautiful. Now therefore hear me. I will speak to her father, and when we return from Raches, we will celebrate the marriage. For I know that Raguel cannot marry her to another according to the law of Moses, but he shall be guilty of death. Ooh. So, he's not allowed to do that. But Raguel actually did that. But the funny thing is, 7 of those men died at that time because a spirit was with Sarah. And when they was about to have sex, the spirit came and choked her to death. That's why I know that the serial killer, a lot of times, how do they choke you? How do they kill you? They choke you. That's a spirit. That's a spirit did that. In spirit, he's possessed. Anyway, that's a whole other story. because the right of inheritance doth rather appertain to thee than to any other. Yeah, that's the right. So, and there's another one also, like cousin or something like that. Cousin. Then said Raguel to Edna, his wife. Yeah, I think it was 7. Yeah, 7. Let me see some things. Tobit 7. Tobit 7. Cousin, did I click again? 12. 7 and 12. Tobit 7 and 12. Raguel said, then take her from henceforth according to the manner. What manner? The manner of the customs of us. For thou art her cousin, and she is thine. And the merciful Heavenly Father Yahweh give you good success in all things. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias. Now Tobit is Tobias' father. Sorry. Yeah. Tobit is the father of Tobias, right? And Tobit is the cousin of Raguel. So, Sarah is his daughter, and Tobit is Tobias' father. So they're family of each other, and therefore she belongs to him. Right, going on and saying. So it doesn't necessarily have to be brothers, But anyway, it could be your cousin, your male cousin, and stuff like that. Anyway, if I'm correct, it could be female cousin, but I can't. It could be also female, your aunt, like that, for example. But I need to read that again. But I think so. Yeah. Anyway, behold, take her after the law of Moses, and lead her away to thy father, and he blessed them. And Raguel called his wife Edna, and said unto her, Sister, prepare another chamber, and bring her in thither. Is Edna his actual blood sister? To a certain degree, she is, yeah. Because she's an Israelite. Every time you have sex with an Israelite, that's your sister. It's kind of fucked up if I say that, right? It's your sister. You might turn it however you want to, okay? If she's from the same tribe, she's even more close to you than if she was from another tribe, or one of the 12 tribes. Yeah, she's still close to you, to a certain degree. So, is it your sister? Yeah. But is it your sister from the same father and mother? No. But it's your sister. From your forefather. The 12 tribes. So, are you plowing your sister? I don't want to say it like that, because that's filthy. But actually, you are sleeping with your sister, of your nation, your sister of your nation, not your actual sister. That's bad. That's against the law. That's some Esau stuff. But the cousin thing, that's actually scriptural. Because they bullied the Edomites. You were cousin fucker. Cousin fucker. What do you mean, boy? Yeah, but that's actually in the scriptures. But they fuck sisters and brothers too. Okay, that's bad. Right. So you're supposed to form the duty of your brother. You're supposed to do that. Let me see something. Verse 7. And if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders, and say, My husband's brother refuseth to raise up unto his brother a name in Israel. If you read the book of Numbers chapter 27 or Numbers chapter 36, you will see that this is a disrespectful thing. Because if you have no sons, then guess what? Your name will be blotted out of Israel. And therefore, your brother needs to take that duty, the job, and get your wife pregnant that is now a widow because you died. That's what you need to be doing. He will not perform the duty of my husband's brother. Right? That's what he's supposed to do. Then the elders of the city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders, and loose his shoe from off his foot. That means that he has no property to stand upon ever again, because he's a beast basically. He has no property, right? And spit in his face, right? And shall say, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto the man that will not build up his brother's house. Right? And his name shall be called in Israel the house of him that had his shoe loosed. You have nothing to stand on. You're a nobody. You're to be spit on. You know? Yeah. Nowadays, I don't imagine our people want to do that. Oh, I'm not sleeping with my brother's wife. That's filthy. She needs to get another man. No. Actually, she needs to be with you. And if you happen to go with her, a lot of people will say, oh, y'all was committing adultery behind your brother's back in the first place, man. How was y'all come together all of a sudden, stuff like that? And then, because, our mannerisms and our customs have been distorted, but the Lord is bringing it back. But since we know this, I'm not telling you to go do this. Let's say, Lord forbid, of course, your brother dies and you read these scriptures unto his wife. Or let's say your wife knows about it too, and you know about it, and everybody in your family know about, well, your immediate family. Well, if hey, there's nothing wrong with you doing it, but just like all things are lawful, but not everything is expedient. You might get a backlash from the people around you, by like, hey man, this guy is sleeping with his deceased brother's wife. That's some fucked up shit, man. Yeah, man, I think they was doing it behind his back in the first place, man. Yeah, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think they been doing this shit from the motherfucking story, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm saying this, yeah? I'm just playing around. Verse 10. And he said, let me see something. Ruth chapter 3. Was I in chapter 3? This is chapter 3, right? Ruth chapter 3, verse 10. And he said, blessed be thou, O Yahweh, my what? And blessed was sorry. And he said, blessed be thou of Yahweh, my daughter, for thou hast shown more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, insomuch as thou followest not young men, rather rich, or rather poor or rich, because he was kind of older. Boaz was older. And he was actually telling her like, man, you don't want young men. Okay, cool. And now, because the reason why she also wanted him is because he is family of her mother-in-law, and therefore she knows that, no, I want to stay in your family, your immediate family. I want to stay there, and be a wife unto your people, your immediate family seed. And now, my daughter, fear not. I will do to thee all that thou requirest. For all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman. She was a very beautiful, respectable woman, virtuous, having high moral standards and stuff like that, Chaste. Typically used of a woman. Yeah, chaste. What is a chaste woman? A chaste woman is abstaining from extra marriages, things, from all. No, not from all sexual intercourse. That's not true. That's what Esau made out of it, but that's not true. Not having any sexual nature or intention. No, that's not unnecessary. Basically, abstaining. This is it. Abstaining from extramarital sexual things and stuff like that. So basically, she stayed away from adultery. She stayed with one man. That's a virtuous woman. A chaste woman, sorry, which is virtuous also. Here, chaste, pure, modest, decent, mean free from all taint, like spots, like you don't have no taints on them. She's not tainted. Or what is lewd or salacious or something like that. Yeah, salacious. Okay, going on. Now it says here she wasn't a filthy beast like the average woman nowadays. She's a virtuous woman. And everybody knew that. 12. And now it is true that I am thy near kinsman because of her husband, Ruth, her husband, which is the son of Naomi. And look, if I marry a woman from another family, right, that woman becomes my nephews or something like that. She becomes my aunt, their aunt. So when they come to me, which is the family of her, sorry, let's say I have a nephew, but that nephew is the son of my sister or the son of my brother, right? Which is that child is my nephew, and that nephew, that now I go get a wife of another family. That wife of mine is not his aunt, but through me, she becomes his aunt, and then I get a child with his aunt, which is not his real aunt, but his aunt now through marriage, through law, and that child is now my nephew's cousin. Let's say I get a son or a daughter. It's the cousin now, the female cousin or the male cousin. So that one is real family, blood line connected through me and through his mother or father, whichever one I am related to. And then yeah. So that's it, right? So she is his aunt now. Anyway, verse 12. And now it is true that I'm thy near kinsman through her husband, her late husband, her dead husband, which is Naomi's son. Howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I. So Boaz said, well, it's true that I'm your family member through your married husband, which he's dead now, and he's my brother, and therefore my duty is actually to take you because of the law of Moses, right? You belong to me now, actually. But he said, I have a younger one, actually, a younger son, family member of Elimelech. What's his name again? Elimelech. Yeah, Elimelech. Yeah. It's going to explain later. So going on. Now it says here, verse 13. Tarry this night. Howbeit there's a kinsman nearer than I. Verse 13. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, what is that part? That's this. So even if it's a kinsman of the same tribe, that is where, look, it needs to be of the same tribe, by the way. Here. Numbers 27 and Numbers 36. It needs to be of the same tribe. This is the example. Numbers 27 and 1. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, of the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters: Mala, Noah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes of all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, the tabernacle is this. This thing. This is the tabernacle. Yeah, this is the tabernacle. This. Actually, this whole thing. But they stood here. Because the other ones are not allowed to. You are not allowed to go in here. Numbers chapter 1 shows you that. You are not allowed to go there if you are not a Levite. So the congregation is the gathering together of the people. Right? And they said, our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord, in the company of Korah that went against Moses, and the Lord and the earth swallowed them up, but died in his own sin. You see, that's another example why I said that Elimelech and his two sons sinned before the Lord, and the Lord killed them. Because normally you're not supposed to die before your children, but he did die, and had no sons. So he had daughters but no sons. Here it is. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family because he had no sons? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You might have 2,000 daughters. Yeah, if you have not one son, bye bye is your name. Your name is gone. And if you die, oh shit, you better get yourself a family member to make a son with any one of your 500 wives or something like that. I don't know how many wives you have. But let's say you have $1,000 and not one son. You're cursed. No, that's fucked up. You need to have at least one. But if you have $5 and not one son, okay, I won't call it a curse, But if you have $1,000 and not one son, yo, the Lord is definitely trying to tell you something. But anyway, just an inside joke, which is the truth, by the way, that I said that you're cursed. But that's actually fucked up. If you have so many daughters and not one son, okay. Anyway, you better get an uncle of his, your uncle, or your brother, or your cousin, or even your nephew to go and sleep with one of your wives. Let's say you have 500 wives, and you made two children with each one of your wives, and all of them are daughters. Then you better get a family member of his father's side to get with one of those 500 wives of yours, and at least make one son. At the one son, that's good enough. And then your family bloodline will be continued because I will be of the same forefather of you. It's going to explain. Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. Okay, so it says here. You can read the rest for yourself if you have the time. Let me see something. Yeah, here is a little bit not 100% explained. Here it is better explained. Numbers 36. Okay, Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. Verse 3. Numbers 36 and 3. And if they be married to any of the sons of another tribe of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our father, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the Jubilee, the year of Jubilee, and when the Jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of Yahweh, saying, the tribes of the sons of Joseph have said well. This is the thing which Yahweh doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. Why? So that the other tribes don't take the inheritance of the tribe of that tribe of where they come from. In this case, the tribe of Manasseh. So if they was to marry to Judah, then the Judah guy would get the inheritance of their father. That's not allowed. So if your father doesn't have any sons and only daughters, the daughter is by law actually ordered to stick to her own tribe. So if she finds a Naphtali or an Issachar guy cute, she wants to be with him for the rest of her life, she can't. She needs to stick with Manasseh because of her father that didn't have any sons, right? 7. So shall the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe, for every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of their fathers. And every daughter that possesses an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. So you stick to your own tribe if your father only has daughters. But if your father has sons, then the daughters don't have to worry, because then the bloodline will go through the sons and not through her, because she receives bloodline, sperm, seed by spreading her legs, or you could do a doggy style, it don't matter. But you will then therefore get the seed of another family within her womb, and if she doesn't have any brothers, only daughters, only sisters, which her father would have only daughters, then she is only allowed to go with one of the people of her father's tribe. whether it be a cousin or whether it be some stranger, but he needs to be of the tribe of Manasseh. For example, in this case, it's Manasseh. Right. Okay, so it says here, verse 11, and Mala, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brother's son. In this case, their cousins. Right? They could have also married to anyone of their father's tribe. Not exactly their father's father bloodline and stuff like that, because that's their father's bloodline. That's their grandfather's bloodline. The father's brother, those are the same bloodline as the father, this guy, his father. These are the same people, because this guy had brothers, and those brothers were of their father. It's their father. They have all one father, and there may be 6 brothers. Yeah, you can go to any one of the other 5 brothers if one brother dies, because all the other 5 brothers are the same bloodline as their father, which is your grandfather. Then, if you are a child of one of the men that died, and then he has 5 other brothers left and stuff like that, those are the same bloodline of your grandfather. Then you can still make children with them. Yeah, right. So that part. Okay. So that's what happened here. That's exactly what happened here. What I just showed you in Numbers 36. It's explained more. The whole chapter is about that. In Numbers 27, it's a little bit interlude or something like that. Intro, you can say. Right. So it says in verse 13, Ruth 3 and 13, tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning that if he, the other kinsman, right, that is nearer than him, if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, which is this part, that's the law. Deuteronomy 25 and 5. If brethren dwell together, or if they don't dwell together, and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her. Because if the husband doesn't have any brother, what then? Well, then you go. It's explained in the book of here. It's explained here. Wait. Here, it's explained here. If he doesn't have any brother, here. Oh yeah, here. Check that. I'll start here at 8. Numbers 27 and 8. And thou shalt speak to the children of Israel, saying, if a man die, and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. And if he had no daughters, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren, so his uncles. And if his father have no brethren, if he doesn't have any uncles, then he shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it. And that kinsman would then be a family member somewhere up there. Like for example, you're an only child that has only daughters, okay, and then you die, and then your daughters, you have 4 daughters or so, whatever, 5, whatever. Okay, and then you're an only child, right? And then you have 4 daughters. Okay, cool, you died. And then your father also is an only child, and then his father also is an only child. So that means your grandfather. Wait, sorry. Your only child. Your father is the only child. Your father's father is the only child. But his father, your grandfather's father, is not an only child. He has 2 other brothers or 1 other brother, whatever. Then you go to that other brother and then his bloodlines, and then you find somewhere in there, and then you give the inheritance to him. Or one of them need to marry your daughters. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, that's how is mentioned here, how it is supposed to go according to the scriptures. I'm not telling you to go and do that because it still looks filthy today. But then again, it's like this. If you go to the children of the 80s, and if you ask them, what does the rainbow mean? Oh, it's a covenant with Noah and the Bible and stuff like that, that the Lord will not flood the water, the earth with water anymore. If you go to the children of the 90s, they will say, oh, at the end of the rainbow is a golden pot with leprechauns and stuff like that. Well, fast forward to now, 2024. If you ask the children that are growing up now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, what does the rainbow mean? Skittles people. Skittles people. They all the same. They have the same genitals and stuff like that. They're walking around holding hands. Those are the rainbow people. Yeah, that's how Esau changes things throughout times, and he does it within 40 years. He did it within 40 years. He very fast. Shit, I'm like, yo, I saw it all in front of me, happen in front of me. Like, what the hell? He changed it, and nobody says anything. They know what they do. They can't, because you're not in authority. He is. And it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment. So this is the righteous statute of judgment. This is the judgment how we're supposed to be, as Yahweh commanded Moses, but we're not doing it, because the Lord said that. Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled the fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Right? So that's why we don't do that. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to wife, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And what is the duty of a husband's brother? Making a child. That's the duty, and therefore it means you need to have sex with your daughter, with your brother's wife. Sorry, and give him a daughter, or give him a no. Sorry, you need to give him a son, not a daughter. It needs to be a son, and he should get the name of your brother, which is dead. So if you get with his wife, your brother's wife, and the first child you get is a daughter, you gotta try again. Your second time a daughter, you gotta try again. Third time a divorce, you gotta try again, until the son comes. That's the law. So that the name of your brother will continue and not be blotted out of Israel, because you and your brother have the same father. So it doesn't matter, it's the same seed bloodline. So he's gonna pop up there eventually, because it's the same bloodline of your father, your actual individual father. Right, so it says here, then we're like, sorry, let me read it again. Tarry this night, now Ruth 3:13. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he, the other one, the nearer kinsman, nearer to who? Nearer to Ruth, deceased husband, and Naomi's deceased son. That if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee. Meaning, I'm going to give you a child because my brother died. Because look, he called her my daughter, right? So Boaz called her my daughter, right? Well, Abraham called Lot his brother, but Lot was his nephew. Here, Lot my brother. Here. Yeah, Abraham's brother's son, yes. So Genesis 14:12, and they took Lot, Abraham's brother's son. So Lot is Abraham his nephew, who dwelt in Sodom and his goods and departed. But here Lot Lot is brother, son, yeah. Here, verse 14. Here, so Abraham's brother's son, which is his nephew, Lot is that. Verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, but it clearly tells you that it's his nephew, but here it says it's his brother. So what is it? It is his brother. Your nephew is your brother. That's it. Right? So, it says here, let him do the kinsman part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, which is the part of a family member, you see, on Naomi's son, Naomi didn't have no more sons, so she couldn't give Ruth one of her sons of her husband. It had to be a family member of her husband then, which is the same bloodline as her son that also died, both sons. So the family member of her husband, Elimelech, needed to give her a son, a child, so she can bring forth the child of the tribe of Elimelech and her two sons. It's the same tribe because it's their father, which is Judah, right? Then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee. As Yahweh liveth, lie down unto the morning. And she lay at his feet until the morning, and she rose up before one could know another. Like, when you wake up in the morning, you start being like, oh yeah, who's around? Stuff like that. And he said, let it not be known what a woman, that a woman came into the floor. Also he said, bring the veil that thou hast upon thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley, and laid it on her. And she went into the city. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, these 6 measures of barley gave he me. For he said to me, go not empty unto thy mother-in-law. So he gave her food. Then shall she sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall, until you know how this is gonna work out itself. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. Yeah, he's not gonna be like in rest until he has basically finished what he told you that he will do, which is he will go to the other family member that is nearer to Elimelech, that is nearer to Elimelech, yeah, closer family to Elimelech, and then he will ask him like, hey, don't you want to take our fallen brother, his wife, because he doesn't have any children, no sons, so she needs to be given a son of our family because she was with him, right? And yeah, she's not she's not an Israelite, she's a Moabite, but still that law counts. So if your brother has an Edomite wife, right, and let's say you might not even like Edomites or Chinese or Japanese or whatever, or East Indian, you don't like them. Ew. And let's say that I'm just giving you an example, okay? Because those things are possible. You still have to have sex with her. You still have to give her a baby. It don't matter what you think. The law says so. Well, but not now in 2024, because it's kind of weird now. But if it was in that day, I mean, the son of Judah died. He was stubborn. He just wanted to tap that ass. No, it don't work like that, bro. This ain't not a sexual thing. Die that day, nigga. You die that day. This ain't no booty call. This is a duty. This is a job. You need to do that. Your brother's life, your brother's name is on the line here, brother, man. What are you doing? You don't have to live with her. You just give her a child. and then you be on your dumbass merry way. You know? And if she doesn't get pregnant within a few times, well, keep on trying, fool. Keep on trying until you make her have a boy. And after that, then hey, you can just leave that thing alone. As long as you make a son for your brother's sake. So yeah, I'll do Ruth chapter 4 now. Let me see, is it long? Is it long? Well, I'm gonna do it later on today because I gotta go to the store, or else the store's gonna close. I've been missing it for 3 days already. I'm always late. Fucked up, man. I'm always late, man. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm always long-winded too when I do videos. No. Anyway, man, I'm gonna do this later tonight or something like that, Lord willing, of course. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. No, wait. Yeah, I don't have to say shalom yet. I'll just stop this video and then I'm gonna continue for Ruth chapter 4. And